Subscribe. Darling Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right. Let me see who we got. Okay, so I got one of my wins back. Yes, I am. Okay, who is Oluwa? Oluwa, what are you talking about, Oluwa? Hop on in, Oluwa. All right. I'm getting a lot of requests here. Who are these people? Okay. Oluwa, hop on in, bro.
What's going on? You want a roast?
Okay. Now, where you from, Oluwa?
Nigeria. You trying to roast or you trying to do?
How long you been here, sir? Just please stop crunching them high.
Hop on camera for what? You trying to look like a bad bitch.
I'm over here watching you right now on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. What's going on? What city you in, bro? We had a good time up there. Let's see, Mila. Let's try Mila. What's up, Mila?
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, Mila. How are you, Mila? Hop on camera, Mila. Let's see what's going on with you.
No, I'm in the UK and it's 7 a.m. and I just woke up. So I'd rather just have a discussion.
Okay. Now, Mila, where are you? You Somali? What are you?
No, I'm actually biracial. My mother's Nigerian, my father's English.
Oh, okay. And you got your dad's accent? Okay. Wow.
No, I was born in the UK, so that's why I have the accent.
Okay. That's interesting. You would still kind of have a little bit of your mother's dialect, no matter where you're born, if your mother's Nigerian, right?
I mean, yeah, I do. But...
Okay. So what's on your mind?
What you're doing is actually dangerous, and
what am I doing?
it's disgusting. It's actually quite embarrassing.
What's dangerous? She's trolling now. Yeah, you're trolling. What's dangerous, dear?
You're propagating degeneracy and self-hate.
How so? And that's a projection, by the way, because you're not even honest about where you're from.
I'm not honest about where I'm from.
You're not even, yeah. What you said about your lineage and all that wasn't even honest. But...
Oh, really? How would you know that? Go ahead. You've only spoken to me for 10 seconds. And how did you come to that conclusion?
Yeah, because your mother's not Nigerian. So I know that.
So what's my mother?
I don't know, man. You're lying and you're hiding just like a tether. So you're hiding, trolling like a tether. So, we're used to it.
And you know this from just speaking to me for 10 seconds.
And projecting. You're doing what all tethers do. You flee, hide, lie, project.
I mean, you flee from the hood too when you make it into white neighborhoods. So.
Well, you're not supposed to be in the hood, ma'am.
No, you're in the hood.
You're not supposed to be in the hood. You fled from a hood. Your homeland.
Yeah,
is the hood,
and
man.
you flee from the hood as well to white neighborhoods when you make it as rappers or entertainers, because none of you are doctors or surgeons or lawyers.
Yeah, many of us are, man. We've been doctors, surgeons, lawyers for a long time.
Sure. So tell me a doctor and a lawyer. Tell me a doctor.
Which is what your homeland don't have. We have some of the most famous lawyers, like Dr. Ben Carson.
Did he ever say he was FBA? Tell me a doctor or a lawyer.
He is FBA.
He hasn't.
No.
African.
No. He
claims to be African American.
No.
Educated person.
No, ma'am. You don't have to make an announcement. It's your lineage. It's your lineage, and you don't like it, do you? All right? That's like you don't have to announce being hungry and starving to be starving. You don't announce that you're starving. You don't announce that you're starving, but you're starving. You don't announce that you got Ebola, but you got it. So you don't you don't make that announcement either.
Ben Carson never.
You don't announce all them flies on your face, but they're there.
Ben Carson is proud.
You don't announce that you need Sally Struthers to come feed you, but it happens, ma'am. Come on now.
Carson is proudly African American.
Some things don't have to be announced.
FBA.
Some things don't have to be announced.
No,
all right.
Stop muting me. I know African Americans that are lawyers and doctors. I don't know any.
No, you know foundational Black Americans. That's what you know.
Tell me a lawyer or a doctor that has.
Ma'am, we've already had the discussion. You're repeating yourself.
Said for themselves. No, tell me one that said.
No. You're not going to repeat yourself. You're talking in circles. Okay. All right. That's crooked wig babble. Yeah, you don't have to make an announcement to be. All right. Dr. Ben Carson, as brilliant as he is, he's the foundational Black American. He don't have to announce it. It don't work like that. You're already born into it. Johnny Cochran, foundational Black American. Yeah. Dr. Martin Luther King, foundational Black American. You can't say African American. Dr. King never called himself an African American. He never called himself that. Rosa Parks never called herself an African American. Yeah? Come on now. Let's be real. But they call them African Americans now. They have them at the African American Museum. Yeah? You said Malcolm X said we're from Africa? Okay, Jay, hop on with it. Okay? All right. Hop on with it. Martin Luther King never said he was African American. He never said that. Come on now. Yeah, foundational Black Americans. We got lawyers left and right. We've been practicing law. All right. We are foundational Black Americans, ma'am, sir. Now, he was African American. He ain't FBA. You understand? See, that's why we don't do the African American label. That's why we don't do that. We don't use that label no more. All right? We don't use that term. Obama's African American. Colin Powell is African American. Yeah? We don't do that. Oh, Tether New. Well, we got Tether New in here. Tether New.
Hey,
what's up, Tether? Hop your ass up. Because we caught it. He slipped up one time and got on camera. We caught them cross eyes and them peppercorn edges and that janky hairline. He's been missing ever since. He done dipped out. He tried to lay low like we gonna forget. We didn't forget. Oh, we didn't forget. Come on, Tether New. Oh, we didn't forget. He's trying to hide because ICE is looking for that ass. No, don't hide now. That's another thing. These tethers be hiding. Oh, no, we ain't hiding. All right, let's see who else we got in here. Oh, these dudes. Oh, not these dudes. All right, how you doing, guys? A little late. Look, I don't feel like dealing with it. Okay. Oh, and one of them had on a bonnet. Oh, I didn't feel like dealing with it. Not right now. Oh, Lord, not right now. Not them dudes. Hello, my brother. Let's bundle and then be over there dancing and doing all types of tribal dances. I'm not in the mood. And they be babbling and oh, Lord. Was that a wave cap? It looked like a bonnet. Okay. All right. Oh, God. Okay, let's try it. Let's try something else. All right, let's try something else. Okay, Don said Chitlin Shadow. Okay, Chitlin Shadow is fine. All right, what's up, Sister Brooke? My Sister Brooke is in the building. Okay, let me look in the chat. Let's see who we got. Let's try Solomon. Let's try about let's see, somebody. Okay, that sassy Senegalese guy. Is this the sassy Senegalese dude? Hello? I think this is the sassy Senegalese dude who he claimed to be from Senegal, but I don't believe it. But he was real sassy. Yo, unmute your microphone, dude, or unblock, whatever you're doing to yourself. Man. All right, who is that? Nehemi? He said, am I afraid of you, Nehemi? Well, hop on, Nehemi. There's thousands of people in here, so I didn't see you, Nehemi. Nehemi, hop on, man.
What's good, brother?
What's going on, Nehemi? Now, where you from, Nehemi?
I'm from Haiti. I'm Haitian.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now hop on camera, then.
Nah, I'm not hopping on camera. You're not on camera.
Well, you said, wait. You said I was scared to talk to you. Now you're scared to get on camera. Why is that?
No, I'm not scared to get on camera. There's no
You
point
are
in me
scared.
getting on camera. I just want to talk
It
to you
is
real
to let
quick.
us know who you are, because now that means you're gonna start probably trolling. And lying.
No trolling. I wanna let you know one thing.
I was in the yard.
The first time I actually not met you, but I saw a video on YouTube about you. You was talking about the Haitian Revolution and how impactful it was.
Yes, it was. I love the Haitian
Yeah.
Revolution. I did a movie about
And
it.
then I think I watched that. I bought the video. So my thing is, right, with this new FBA thing that I'm hearing, how does that equate when you were talking about how much you love the Haitian
What
Revolution?
you're saying, that makes sense. What you're saying, let's stop all that false equivalency. The Haitian Revolution has nothing to do with our lineage. How does that have anything to do with our
Wasn't
lineage?
Marcus Garvey inspired by the Haitian Revolution?
What does that have to do with our lineage?
Isn't Marcus Garvey the one that was part of the whole civil rights movement?
No.
No.
What does that What does that have to do with our lineage?
No, I'm asking you though. I'm asking you. Is it not?
No.
Because if you're
No.
FBA and FBA
Slow down.
FBA Foundation
Slow down.
in America, I landed it.
down. Okay, now you're being sassy.
Getting
Okay, now because now
I'm
your narrative is
Being
falling
bad.
apart. That's why you're trying to talk
Roll.
yourself out of it.
cook.
You're trying to slow down.
Yes.
You cooking bush meat. You cooking bush meat. Yeah, you can't articulate. You can't articulate your narrative. That's why you trolling, sir. That's why I knew you were going to start trolling, sir. I told you were going to start trolling, sir, because you can't talk about lineage and in a logical manner. So you're being feminine. You're just saying stuff. No, we're not going to have feminine babble. Yeah.
I wanted to hear him crash out.
Yeah, no, you're not going to just come here and just crash out. No, that's what they want to do. They don't have anything logical, so they want to come in and just shit on the room. And I'm not going to have them do that. I'm not going to give them that. They can't logically debunk anything. Talking about us liking the Haitian Revolution, that has nothing to do with our lineage whatsoever. And he knows that. That's why he starts trying to crash out and doing the 3 T's and all that shit. So what's up, Lacey?
It's Tracy. Remember, this is my other account. I talked to you before on my other account. This is the one where I post all the stuff about Ghana.
Oh, okay. What's going on? It's Lacey. It's Tracy.
Yeah, Lacey's House is my nonprofit that's based in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. So what's going on over there in Ghana now?
I'm back in the States. Nothing's going on. The same, let's fuck, scam, same shit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man. Well, you saw like our brother I Show Speed. He was all over Africa, and a lot of them are really trying to hang their hat on I Show Speed. Why do you think they're trying to do that?
You know what? They really worship wealthy people. That's number one. And then number two, because he picked their country.
You have an accent. You have an accent, dear. Okay, so yeah, you don't have an argument. So because you don't have an argument,
I'm African American.
You're trying to troll your way out of it.
No, you're
not,
just
dear.
deflecting.
No, you're not. No,
Are you like the rest of the FBA?
No, you're trying to troll your way out of it.
Are you like the rest of the FBA? Are you gonna let me? Okay, let's move on.
Okay, you're not gonna lie, though, dear. Okay, you're not gonna lie. Now you have these
My last name is
flags.
literally Johnson. Yeah, because I'm Pan-African and wars are going on in those countries.
Yeah,
that's why.
Because you're a foreigner. You're a foreigner.
But I am not like genetically any of these backgrounds.
No, you're not.
How are you going to tell me that? How are you going to tell me that? I just told you what I am.
Because
so
I can
you know
tell.
me more than I know myself.
I do.
So
I know.
you are
I hear
magic.
your accent.
You are God. You are.
I hear your accent. I hear your tethering. I see that forehead. I hear the way you're lying. So yeah. Right? Are you upset because you can't tether on to the lineage?
Upset.
Huh? You're upset because you can't tether on to our lineage no more.
You look more Nigerian than I do.
Yeah, you're just saying
Even
stuff,
my top
dear.
percentage. No,
You're just saying
hear
stuff.
you're Nigerian.
You're just saying stuff.
Aren't you?
Man, and what's sad, nothing's worse than a female troll. When a woman is reduced to trolling, that's sad, ma'am. Okay? Ma'am, you're a sad troll. You're trolling, beloved. And it's okay, ma'am. You're a non-FBA. You're upset because we've delineated from you. You can't cosplay as us, dear.
Nigerian,
Are you upset because you can't cosplay as us?
Nigerian,
Yeah, you're not. You're trolling.
Nigerian
Okay.
haircut, beard, Nigerian beard, Nigerian haircut, Nigerian beard. Are you like the rest of the FBA because you're doing what they do? If you drop,
Yeah,
you're
you're
just
just
like them,
saying stuff.
and you are a grifter.
Yeah, you're an immigrant, beloved. You're an immigrant.
But I just told you
and
I'm
you're
not.
projecting. And you're
I can't be
projecting.
deported, whether you like it or
Yeah.
not. I can't be deported.
Oh, your family
Whether
can.
you
Your
like it or
family members
not.
can. Yeah, your family members can. Yes, they
Yeah.
can. Your family members can, and that's why you're upset.
Oh, but they can't.
You're
Oh, but
upset.
they
Yeah,
can't.
you're upset for a reason.
Oh,
You're upset. No, you're not going
but
to
they
talk
can't.
over me. Sir. Yeah. You're not going to talk over me. You're upset because your family members could be deported, and you're upset because of the delineation movement. Yeah, you're upset for a reason. You're not trolling for nothing. You're trying to hide your butt hurt behind trolling.
Nigerian
Yeah,
accent. Now what? Since my family can't be deported, now what? Since I can't be deported either, now what? Are you gonna keep saying that I'm a tether because I don't accept that I'm FBA? I don't want to be
But you're not
citizen of
FBA. You're
American. I'm a citizen of
You're
American
not.
status, but I won't identify as that.
No, you're not. No,
Are
you're
we gonna
not.
have a logical conversation, or are you gonna keep muting me?
Ma'am, you've been in here trolling nonstop, beloved. So
Okay, tell me one
you're
troll
just trying
thing
to
I
get
said.
attention.
Tell me one troll thing I
Ma'am, you
said.
come in,
You know you
you
can
just
drop
your
me and be
time
like the rest.
ma'am, you're a time wasting tether,
Everyone
man.
said you're a
That's what
ghost.
you are.
Let's have a conversation.
Yeah, you just okay. You're just repeating the
Let's have a
same thing over
conversation.
and over like a tether. That further proves you're a tether. Tethers don't really have a long vocabulary. So what y'all do,
No.
y'all just kind of do things in a circle. Y'all just kind of say the same thing over and over again. That's further proof you're a tether, ma'am. You get that from your homeland. That's why you haven't advanced. That's why you have to come here, ma'am. You're just saying everything.
Yeah, tethers definitely do that. They do that over here. They just, I mean, that's why I said I'm convinced that tethers call in FBA spaces. A lot of them just want to vent, their frustrations on themselves, their fleeing tactics. They look at FBA spaces as therapy. Like they look at us as we can understand them. You dig? We could give them solid advice, solid counsel. I'm telling you. And that's why they just do that right there. Hey, Bias Ron, I have a question about FBA. Okay. So when did this movement start? What's your mission statement? Who's your leader? You're like, why is African American not the proper term? And it's like just going like, hey. Like, did you call in just to vent and rant? Like, just say that. Just say, hey, man, I'm a tether. I called in just to get off 1 minute. You just give me 1 minute of your time, of the FBA time. So to waste your time, just give me 1 minute. And then after I waste your time for 1 minute, I will, I can go or I can sit around. Like, just say that. Just say, hey, I've just come to ramble and rant for 1 minute straight. A lot of them do not want to dialogue. And I believe it's because it exposed, they really have nothing on their, like nothing to say. Case in point. So I invited, somebody had sent the invite, I invited you up, you just disappeared. So invite yourself back up. Let's see if you can debunk my hypothesis and that you ain't one of them that's gonna call in and just ramble and rant. You got a few brain cells to go back and forth dialogue. All right, yeah, so but the average tether just do just that right there. Just call in, just to babble.
Over and over again. It's like a robot. You don't know anything, but you just say the same shit over and over because you get stuck. It's just like, thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Thank you, beloved. Thank you, dear. Yeah, just you tethers just do things in a circle. You just walk around and repeat the same thing, and y'all do that same shit back in your homeland. You're in a village, walking in a circle, doing the same shit. You never really advance. It's circular babble, ma'am. Yeah, she's very upset. You're not, I'm an African American. I'm a descendant of, well, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Yeah, she's just like that Angolan tether. She's just like that Angolan tether. Tethers just want attention. Oh, see, tethers like this, because they can't tether on us to us no more, they have to do anything to get attention. They got to do things to center themselves. And one thing they do is to come in trolling. They try to come in themselves. Hello, ladies.
Hey, how are you, Tariq? You okay?
I'm good. Where these dudes come from? God damn.
Tariq,
Okay, where they come from? Okay.
they left. Oh, bless them.
What's going on with y'all?
We're good, thanks. What about you? Are you battling or?
Yeah, we can battle now. You guys in the UK? Where y'all at?
I'm in the UK.
Sister on top, where you from?
All right. So just a recap. So yesterday we were talking about a few things. So somebody wanted me to join their TikTok space. I'm like, okay. And like I said, I'm a type of guy who invite people on and don't look at profiles, anything like that. I'll try to see the name you got, but I'm not looking at your profile. A lot of times I don't even, and when I join panels, a lot of times I don't even care who's on a panel. I just, especially when you invite me, you request me up. So dude, I suspected the channel was FBA. He never said that, but I suspected it. So I come on the channel yesterday, and I guess he already had a panel. I was unaware of, didn't care, but he had a bunch of tethers on there apparently. So he had a tether finishing up because he said, "Unbiased Ron, I got some questions for you, you know. And by the way, I am the Messiah for tethers. I come to turn them away from their wicked ways and save their souls, make them repent to the FBA lineage." Right? I realize that that's my purpose right now, is to be the Messiah for tethers. So he had a tether on there. I guess apparently they was talking about the transatlantic slave trade. We know this is a soft spot for tethers. They want to explain it away. So the tether was like carrying on about it. And he was trying to explain it away. Like it was like just normal. It wasn't that bad. And he was saying, hey man, Africans had to sell people. So I'm like, okay, what do you mean Africans had to sell people? So you don't have to sell people. Like, what kind of tether babble is that? Oh yeah, man, they were poor, blah blah blah. So I'm like, you do know, if that's okay, then whitey people can say, hey man, we had to as well. We were poor. Our countries were, we had to establish a colony in America because Europe ain't really rocking like they was centuries ago. You feel me? And we're trying to rebuild, brand new start. So we're poor. We need the same labor, the same, people for the same reasons as the Africans. Like, yeah, that's just bad logic. So then when that didn't work, he said, well, the Africans didn't treat the people they sold as, as bad. They had tribes and I said, okay, here we go with the tether babble. So, okay, if you're not learned on history, tethers will get away with a lot of stuff. All right. So one thing a tether likes to do is conflate things. And if you're not good at catching that and pinpointing and cooking it, then they're gonna get it off. And all you're gonna do is yell at them and they yell at you. But nobody, nothing gets done. So I was like, bro, you're conflating two types of slavery in that. One is like a tradition where people be enslaved for a number of reasons, but nobody's actually going around kidnapping people and making them a slave, and then they join the tribe later. All right, that's not what happened. So the regular African slavery, the indentured slavery, is like people get enslaved for debt, different things, and they could become a extended family member of the tribe, even be chief one day or something, and they could rise in ranks basically. So they confuse that with chattel transatlantic slavery, when white people had a demand You dig? And Africans were kidnapping people and enslaving them and selling them to white folks. That slavery is different from their little tribal, indentured slavery. Because everybody they went out to kidnap for white people, none of them had a chance to be a chief or be an extended family member. They all had to be sold. They got kidnapped for the purpose of selling. So I'm like, yeah, bro, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Okay, so when that ain't works, remember the topic is did African sellers, why they sellers sell, 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 sell. Right. So when that didn't work, he tried to say, well, you guys own slaves too. Okay, so remember, it went from selling, 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 kidnapping to owning. So I'm like, look at this tether trying to switch the language. So I'm like, bro, first of all, let's deal with the owning and let's get back to selling. Because I want to deal with the owning part, get back to selling. I said, bro, you don't really want to go there with me. History in my country. Like, dude, I will fillet you. So I was like, for one, there was a couple ways you can get freed, during legal slavery in America. And just to run off a few, meritorious manumission, one, you were born free, two, you bought yourself out of slavery, somebody bought you out of slavery, or you were brought to a free state and you went to court and got your freedom that way, Biddy Mason. Okay, and the most and the informal way, because every state didn't allow your freedom to be bought. Okay, or won. You know what I mean? Or meritorious manumission. Every state didn't allow you to become free. So basically, some states said you can never be free. You will always be an enslaved person in this state. So for those people, the free blacks, we were relatives to each other. We had wives, we had brothers, sisters, friends. Free blacks, because they couldn't free other blacks, they will buy them and technically own them, but they were just their brother, sister, uncle. They didn't treat them like a slave versus slave master type thing. And that's historical. You could just Google that real fast. So we will buy each other out of the bondage of the white have so-called ownership, but you'll be free as hell as long as you're with us. So you couldn't drop. So your slavery status couldn't change to free. You will always be seen as an enslaved person's property in that state. Right? So he got cooked there. It's like, yeah, so that's totally different. Then I said, we were not talking about owning, right? So I broke that down. We were talking about selling. We never sold each other, my guy. So a free black didn't buy enslaved blacks and say, hey man, we're going once, going twice, 21,000, 24,000, sold. We didn't do that. You did that. And we didn't kidnap each other and sell them for the purpose of selling. We didn't do that. We owned, and basically that was the only way you could be free in that state. Yeah, so we didn't sell each other. So again, the topic was sell, not own, or buy. Okay, you sold us. Whitey man bought us. That ain't happened with us. Big difference. So then the next talking point a lot of tethers like to say is, you fled too. We be looking around like, who? Like, they must be talking to another tether. You fled too. So this is the God's honest truth. Again, I'm the Messiah for tethers, so I got to speak in the name of the ancestors. You got to repent and be baptized. Okay. We fled too. They say. It's like, okay, all right. So let's compare. They say this is apples to apples. So the country we're in, we built things. This is because the Great Migration was two migrations, by the way, in that Great Migration. So it was from 1910 to 1970. Okay. All right. So the country that we are in, that they're saying you fled to. Okay. The country we're currently in, we were citizens of, pay taxes, We had a stake in the country. So let's start right there. So the country they're claiming we fled in within. I don't know how you flee within a country. We were citizens. We built things. We were foundational. We're the reason for the economy booming so high. Okay, so the country you fled to, are you the one that built things there? Are you the reason why the economy is flourishing? Did you fight in wars there? Like, are you citizens there? Like, it's a bad faith argument. When people say you fled, you flee, like this is a real word, by the way. This ain't something Tariq Nasheed made up. This is a common word used for when people leave their country to another sovereign nation. This is common international. So people they try to act like fleeing is a negative word. No, this is a real word that applies to people when they leave their country seeking safety, refuge in a whole nother country, seeking asylum. This is a term. This is a immigration term. So that word is for people who leave their country, sovereign nation, and they're waiting for a visa, permission, temporary status into another country. That's fleeing. Not somebody who lives in the country, fought in the country, built the country, is responsible for the country's economy, and then decide to take their talents to South Beach. That's not fleeing. Hell wrong with you. Right? That's not fleeing. Now, to prove it ain't fleeing, when you guys flee, you come to a country and you're 100% dependent. You need money. You need food, clothing, shelter. Here's a question for the tethers. When we so-called fled to the north in 1910, who fed us, clothed us, and gave us shelter? Do do If we fled, that means we were 100% dependent to where we're at now. That means somebody had to provide food, shelter, clothing. Who did that for us? Because we know how you got fed over here through government assistance, churches, and a whole bunch of stuff over here, charities, all type of stuff. You got welfare, you got SNAP, you got all type of housing, temporary housing, and we know that they got the shelters, the hotels in New York that they pay for you to stay in. How did we eat? How did we clothe ourselves? And how did we get shelter? How did we buy homes? Okay, so let me help you out. When we went up north, Chicago, New York, Florida, there were already blacks there. You don't know that because you don't know our history. So we took in us. So if we so-called fled, then how was there others of us to the place we fled at? To feed, clothe, and shelter. All right. We literally embraced family members and just lineage members. That's a fact. Because at that time, this is 1910, this is Jim Crow. There's no assistance for Black America. There's no assistance for Native Black America. That's the whole point of Jim Crow is exclusion, marginalization, to keep you from accessing things like that, to deny you your constitutional rights. We had no government protection, no government assistance. So all those programs that came about, matter of fact, look at 1910. That is legal zoning laws where you cannot move out. You couldn't own a home. Then later on, you had the HOLC, Homeowners Loaners Corporation. Then you had the FHA. Then you had 1935 New Deal. Then you had 1944 GI Bill. All assistance for all welfare for white people, while all of us were excluded. So we were excluded from government assistance. We were excluded from state assistance. It wasn't like, hey, man, let's leave the South and the North is going to have shelter and all these things for us. No, sir. The North and the South, last time I recall, they're both white tea Americans. The North benefited and financed slavery, and the South had us working on plantations. And the North supplied them with tools, machinery to help maximize slavery. So whatever the plantations were missing to get work out of us, the North supplied it. Well, they sold it to the South, but they supplied it to help slavery, to expand slavery. All right. This is what happens when you tap in with the Messiah. You dig? You get baptized in the name of the holy ancestors. Oh, yo, man, what you got going on, man? Yeah, my man got a what you got going on over there? That's why people treat tethers like tethers. Like a lot of y'all bored like 100% remedial. When we look at your national IQs of your country, we see why you guys got nothing better to do. God damn, man, you got everybody chasing you out of their countries, man. They're like cockroaches, like the rats in New York, man. Like, how does that feel to be unwanted? Everywhere you go, you leave a stigma and a stench. You leave a stigma and a stench everywhere you go on this planet. You are the unwanted people. Now we are the complete opposite. We are the most invited people, the most tolerated people. Everybody wants a foundation Black American, Native Black American in their country. Everybody wants our validation on their swag, on their gangster, on their whatever they got going on. Everybody needs our validation. Y'all don't know that. You're goofy. But whitey people, they always look for our validation to be cool, or to get the nod and they're doing something right socially. Because they know a lot of times they're socially awkward. And by the way, it was Native Black Americans in this country who made Black cool and white tea uncool. We call them nerds, can't dance, got no swag, hair smell like dog. That's us. You dig? We made being white tea nerdy, uncool. So a lot of them were like dress up like us to be like cool or talk like us or like what we call behave black. Why? Listen, who coined the term "you're acting black"? Was that an African? Who the hell's acting like you? We coined the term "you're acting black," and that was for like in this country. That was for like Hispanics, white tea people, Asians. We actually made up a term called "acting black." So we've been seeing the cosplaying stuff. Like, so we've been had a word for like cosplaying. That was the version of cosplaying we gave white tea people, Hispanics, and Asians. You're acting black. You dig? That's a word that we gave them. Like, in other words, saying like you're cosplaying. Like Vanilla Ice, that was considered acting black. Any white tea woman with like braids in her hair, with like barrettes or whatever, acting black. And then it got to the point where their own said they're acting. The Marky Mark dude named Davenport, what's that white tea guy, the fake news dude? Can't stand Rappaport. Oh my God, I can't stand that devil, man. Yo, what's up? Those guys. That was considered, that action was considered acting black. And when we said acting black, we did not have in mind an African. Okay? When we said folks were acting black, when they used the word acting black, white tea, Hispanics, and Asians, when they said acting black, none of them had in their mind an African booty scratcher. Everybody had Native Black Americans. You're acting like a Native. When you said acting black, it was understood as you are acting like a Native Black American. Not as an African booty scratcher. That didn't mean you had, when when they said acting black, they weren't talking about people dressed up in kente cloth and Kwanzaa outfits, looking like Teddy Ruxpin. Nobody was talking about that. We're talking about hip hop clothes, talking like us, whitey guy. Like I remember, what's that dude name from NSYNC or Backstreet Boys that Timberland did a song with? Justin Timberlake. I remember he had like cornrows. That would be considered acting black. All right. So let me get to this. Yeah. So they call me Debo Ron. They call me Freddy Krueger because people like to dream and make up fantasies and live in their dreams, live in their fantasies. And I wake you up from your dream. You dig? And lately I got the title Messiah because I've been saving tethers from their sins, from the evil ways against FBAs. You dig? And I'm here to baptize them with fire before it's too late. Before it's too late to apologize. You dig? Once it's too late to apologize, it's over. But I cannot save them from deportation. That's beyond me. You got to call the Father for that. If your TPS status is up, I can't save you. Yeah, I remember. Uh, uh, I had folks mad at me on Facebook some years ago. God. Post I used to make. I just thought about. Yeah, man, but I'm here to my purpose is to save tethers from their sinful ways. Is to get them to repent to FBAs and the ancestors about the evil they've done, and they got to make a confession that they'll do good going forward. We're trying to graft them in as a rider. My job is to change the tethers from the wicked ways and graft them in as a rider. You dig? Or they're gonna be, or they got to be deported. You dig? Go right back to their country, and their country is like equivalent to like hellfire. The hellfire is their country, their homeland. That's the hellfire. All right, so this guy right here.
I wouldn't want to call it black supremacy, right? But it's, this loyalty to.
Peace to the saints. We are back with.
All right, so I want to play this weird guy right here. This weird scammer right here is part of the agenda. So as you've seen that Nigerian lady who went to the UK, fled to the UK, she was saying that Dr. King ain't black and Ben Carson ain't black, and these are African Americans. So I told you guys the agenda. Now I'm the only one who I'm the first and only one who pointed this out. Everybody using it now. I'm the first and only one to point out, yo, they are trying to be generic blacks while they make us generic Africans. Okay, they're doing a bait and switch in the sense of they're trying to switch identifications. They're trying to gaslight us and call us African, while they call themselves black. Every chance they get, they'll call themselves black and they'll call us African. They won't call themselves African and they won't call us black. I noticed that. It started with Pan-Africans. Pan-Africans did this first. I got a Pan-African friend, and he would say African American talking about us. So I'd be like, yo. So I said something the other day. I said, yo, I think it was Friday or Thursday. I said, bro, I noticed that when you talk about us, you always say African American. You never say black. So like he say black when his own, like it fits him. But typically he'll say African American. So I finally said something. I said, bro, when you say African American, and he's like sensitive as hell, so I gotta like, word a certain way because these guys, man, borderline. So I'm like, okay, let me be careful on how I ask it. But dude just totally crashed out. I said, when you say African American, what is your definition of that? Like, and how is it different from black? Because I notice you don't call us black. Now he'll say black unity, black this, black love. But when it comes to identifying us, like specifically, he'll say African American. It's like, so where did the black go? And he's Pan-African. So I'm like, yo, is there a memo going around amongst Pan-Africans where like it's taboo to call Native Black Americans black and only call Africans black? But make sure whatever you call us, the word African is there. Like really, I'm like, because I see that happen consistently on the net and now in real life. So so he babbled and tried to pretend he's using them both interchangeably. So I let it go. Like I said, he's like very sensitive and shit. Like a lot of guys be intimidated to talk to me. So when I challenge people, and I even rude, what like people emotional as hell. Oh, you try me. Oh, that's my opinion. Type. It's my opinion. I can do what I want to do. It's my opinion. I can live my life. It's my opinion. Tell me why can't I have my opinion? Your opinion, my God. Hey, invite themselves up. You guys disappear. So if you want it, hop on, invite yourself up, and don't disappear once I accept your invitation. I'm seeing people invite themselves up, unless it's a mistake and it's unintentional. I want to invite you guys up. Okay, so the whole black thing. So like, there's a agenda out there amongst Pan-Africans and tethers to consistently refer to Africans as black and the real blacks, Native Black Americans as African. So now this is their leading goblin and goon right here who says it often. This weirdo.
A conversation based on what was sent in via DM from a gentleman I believe is perhaps Nigerian by birth, a Londoner by residence. I'll yield the floor for the gentleman to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is.
Now, the new audio is horrible.
Excellent.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, please proceed.
No, that's fine. If there's nothing else I really need to say at the moment.
Okay, you can tell hear this tether, but he's from Nigeria, okay? And he's speaking to this weirdo named Marquette.
If you'd be kind enough to give the folks a little bit more background in as much as maybe you could be world famous. I don't know. I'm generally out of touch. If not, perhaps tell the folks.
Oh my God. These guys who try to make something of themselves are hilarious.
Maybe your profession, your area of study, just a little background. I grew up here. I live here. I brought up this conversation because of X, Y, and Z.
All right, so like I did say, my name is Bonna Emechabe. I mean, I was born in Nigeria, but I've lived in the West for a while now.
He fled.
At the moment, I speak with you from Texas. My family,
oh, wow.
my wife and my kids are in London. And that's where we live.
He lives in London now.
And I do some work. I do
He's
quite a lot of work
Brit.
that gets me to shuttle in between Houston and London. So what I am basically is I am a public policy analyst. I am a pastor. And then obviously, I also run one or two businesses. I do also do some
Public
social
policy
commercial.
analyst for the United States government, for a lobby, for the British government, for the Nigerian government.
For a lobby. I worked with I worked as senior aide in the Nigerian government a while ago. But then ever since then, I just I left, and then I'm on my own right now. Like I said, I pastor. I've pastored thousands of people. Actually, I've got several hundreds of pastors under me.
Very good. In terms of Nigeria, I'm actually going to be in Nigeria and December, January, late December, early January.
And everything, and so I just try.
There'll be times such as that. But anyways, what in particular motivated you to reach out? And if you like, I could just actually read the message. It dictates that certain Europeans or certain people who believe in Western supremacy, be them black or white, follow. We sometimes think that certain things are rules when they are actually perspectives or opinions. And for that reason, your statement is very much so incorrect. It's not because I disagree. We were debating because we disagree, but the way I engaged him is based on who he is, based on my desired outcome, based on how he's engaging the conversation, not because I disagree. Carrying on, the gentleman further writes, I'm not here to correct you. That's yet to be seen. I highly doubt that anyone shows up objectively or without ego, less so depending on.
This loyalty to some sort of black creed.
Okay, so what I'm pointing out in the video, which is horrible, which is the Nigerian audio is horrible. So what I'm pointing out in the video is that this weirdo Marquette, when he talks to African tethers, like he loves to just overemphasize how black they are. Like they be minding their business in the dialogue, saying how African they are and how Nigerian they are and how Igbo they are. And every chance he get, he's telling them how black they are. So it's like a form of hypnosis. Like you're black. And they be like, no, I'm African, I'm Nigerian, I'm Igbo. You're black. So all throughout the conversation, regardless of how they call themselves, he will call them black. And before the end of the conversation, you got an African tether saying he's black. So that's why I be asking like Africans, like, how are you black? Like, I really like, you're black because somebody said you're black. You're not black because you said you're black. You don't have no black culture. I was talking to a Haitian guy who called in, yesterday morning, whatever morning, but he thought I didn't know some Haitian history. So he was telling me how black he is. I'm like, dude, you mean how Haitian you are? And at first, I didn't even like want to go there. I let him just say black a few times. I said, I ain't gonna be petty. I'm just let him say black. But then like he was like trying to force it. He's trying to convince me he's black. So eventually I was like, hey man, you mean the Haitians? He's like, yeah. I said, yeah, but you said the blacks. You mean the Haitians, Haiti. There's no blacks in Haiti like that. There's Haitians in Haiti. Oh, you trying to say we ain't black? Yeah, I'm trying to say you ain't black. I'm trying to say you're Haitian. Are you trying to say you're not Haitian? My man said, are you trying to say we're not black? Are you trying to say you're not Haitian? So I said, all right, well, let's do it. Like, I'm trying not to go there with you. I want you to finish your other point. But if you're stuck on trying to convince me you're black, like you're out of your mind. I got the best argument on earth on how you're not black. Okay, so you want to start? So I was like, all right, well, let's start. How are you black? You dig? Like, how are you black, man? So I was like, I had to give him the options because they don't even know how they're black. They cosplay so hard. I'm like, so are you black racially? Yeah, I'm black racially. Okay. What does that mean? You're black racially? He doesn't know. So I gotta help him out. I said, yeah, so racist people created a racial category. And one of the categories they named black. And in that black category, guess who's in there? Haitians, you see? So you're still Haitian. You're just classified in a category called black, but you're Haitian in that category. And the Jamaicans are also in that classification, right? That classified group. But guess what? They're Jamaicans in that group. And Nigerians are Nigerians in that group. See? So we got Nigerians, Jamaicans, and Haitians all in the category group black. So the group is black. You're Haitian in the black group. You're Jamaican in the black group. You are Nigerian in the black group. You're not just miraculously one of us. So I said, okay. So now that's out the way. White people create races. White people create racial categories, and they lumped up different ethnic groups into this racial category. Okay, they got Haitians in there, they got Jamaicans in there, and they got Nigerians in there. Cool. And these terms, you know, y'all different. All of you are different from each other, right? Okay, cool. So then I said this. I said, okay, so that's out the way. Now, how else are you black? He said his skin color. I said, great. So explain the skin color, because you know they'll play semantics with family. I gotta get them to explain the skin color. They gotta describe the color of the skin color. So I like pulling his teeth. I got him to stand on the dark skin makes him black. Because listen, you can't assume with these tethers. You can't assume for these tethers, because they will play remedial on you. So I got him to say he's black because of his skin color. I was like, interesting. I said, well, sir, I'm not dark skinned, but I'm black. So my skin color isn't dark, super dark, but I'm black. I said, can you explain that, since the skin color makes you black and I don't have that dark skin color, but I'm black, sir? Can you how is that possible? How am I black without my skin color being dark? I don't know. Exactly. Exactly. You're a cosplayer, my guy. You're a cosplayer. We don't say we're black because our skin is dark as midnight. You dig? Some of us got some dark skin. You dig? As far as foundation Black Americans, some of us got dark skin, some of us got brown skin, some of us have light skin. All right. And all of us got foundational parents, like mother and father. You dig? But some of us got dark skin, some of us got light skin, some of us got brown skin. So you have like a Dr. King type, you got a Bernie Mac type, and you got like a Prince type. Okay. You dig? But all of us blacks equally. How? We all got different expressions of melanin, but we're all black. How that makes sense? If the skin color determines you're black. Yes, it doesn't make any sense. We didn't say we were black because we're dark as hell. Like most of us are not dark as hell. The hell? Yeah, so a lot of us use black as like a status or to define our entire stay in America. That's what black is. 400 plus years. It's an ethnogenesis. Slavery, freedom, Civil War, Revolutionary War, race riots, Jim Crow, Civil Rights Movement. You dig? Free blacks, Black Reconstruction, Black Wall Street. All of that is what makes you black. So we even named black in our society, Black Banks, Black Love, blah, blah. And so I asked the Haitian guy, I said, so he tried to change his mind. So all of a sudden, he's like ethnically black in Haiti. I said, bro, you stop it, man. Hey, dude, do you know what ethnicity means, man? Ethnicity comes from the word ethnos, like ethnos. That's people. You dig? If your ethnicity was black, you would have a black flag, man. You would have a black culture. You would have things that's defined as black there. So I'm like, yo, y'all didn't even speak English. Are you remedial? Y'all didn't even speak English to call yourself black. Oh yeah, but Noir means black. Yeah, that's great. Noir means black, but Noir ain't black, right? And you got to be reminded you're talking to remedial Haitians. So a lot of times they're just not going to get what you're saying. You dig? Like they just can't process it because the education level there, it's a fact. The education level there is like non-existent. So to some degree, they get lost in the conversation. I'm trying to point that out. At some point in the conversation, they'll get lost because the education ain't there. You feel me? That's just a fact. So now you got to deal with that. Like, damn, dude. When I say you didn't speak English, so therefore you weren't black in Haiti, I'm saying the literal word black, bro. BLACK. I'm not talking about what something meant, right? When we say we're black, they're not leaning on the meaning of a word. We're just saying we're black and we put the meaning to the word. Noir is Noir, my guy. You don't have no Noir banks. You don't have no Noir love. You don't have no Noir power. You dig? You don't. Dude, stop it. Like you guys barely said the word Noir as defining your culture in Haiti. You guys got Haitian food. You don't got Noir food. You got a Haitian language. You got a Haitian culture. You got a Haitian flag. You don't have a Noir culture, Noir language, Noir flag. Dude, your country's called Haiti, not Noir. And you guys are called Haitians, not Noirians. Like, stop with the cosplaying, my guy. Y'all barely use that word Noir. Y'all barely had any use for that word. Man, y'all got rid of that word as fast as you could. Y'all got rid of that word as fast as you could, man. You got them damn Noir society. Hello. Hi.
How are you doing?
Great. Are you Haitian? You sound like you're Haitian. Or are you Nigerian or Haitian?
No. I'm not from Nigeria. I'm from Somalia.
Oh shit. Hey, wait, what's up?
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm great. Well, what's on your mind? What brings a Somalian to an FBA platform?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a black. I'm the real black person. What's going on with you, brother, or whatever other? What's going on?
Nothing, bro. Everything is good for me.
Okay, so what's on your mind?
So I think you're from where? You're originally from where?
Where does that sound like come from? I have a beautiful accent. Where does it sound like I'm from?
For me.
Hmm?
I say you. Where are you from?
Now, I'm asking you if just by my voice. You know how I said you're from Nigeria or Haiti. Right. So from my voice, where am I from?
I think you look like someone who's from Ghana. Are you from Ghana?
Okay, you are the devil, and there's no truth in you, dude. I'm the authentic real black man. Okay.
You're a real black man.
Yeah, I'm. Of course. Well, whatever country, my language is all American. Yeah.
Some other day, I'm real happy to see you, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. So what's on your mind? So now you know I'm from the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. What's going on?
I think I would like to become in the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you are in the United States, you have everything, you have a good opportunity. I think I like that people and I like all the culture people from the United States, so that's why to stay here.
Yeah. So are you in Somalia right now?
Yeah, I'm in Somalia right now.
Okay.
I've never been to any other country. I was born and growing up here. I think I have never been to any other country. I studied English by myself, like using resources, watching movies, listening podcasts, to communicate with some
Wait,
Korean people.
what type? Wait, what type of movies? Because we keep hearing about these movies. What?
Any movie.
Okay.
Because if someone can speak English, I can listen in a lot.
Okay. All right. All right. And
Do you see my speaking English?
oh, it's pretty good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I like the way you are talking. I like the way you are speaking. You look like a native speaker for you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm just, just spreading messages on the net for Black Americans.
Okay, my black brother from Somalia.
Yes. How are you doing, sister?
Good. So here is what's going to happen. We are going to like our continent because everybody in the world want what we have. Okay? They don't have what we have. They want it. Okay? So we don't have to say, oh, we want to come to America. We just have to work hard in our continent and be happy in it. Whether we got little or we have more, we just have to be happy in it. And sometimes we need to move. If you don't find your life is good in Somalia, you can move to another country in Africa, okay?
Yes. Are you from Africa?
Yes, I'm from South Sudan.
You are from South Sudan.
Uh-huh.
We are all, I think we are constantly, we are all African people.
Yes. So,
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sister, go ahead.
oh, I thought I was dropped because I kept hearing myself.
Yeah.
And to our Black American who is in USA, we love you there. We want you to be successful there. And we have nothing against you. Always say, be successful in America. If you're not, try to come to Africa with all the resources, because sometimes when you come poor, you might be poor in Africa, But if you come with your money, you can live well. So we say, come to Africa if you want to, because it's your place and you were removed from it forcefully. If you want to come, come. But if you like where you are, which is America, then stay there. But please don't judge us. And we are just catching up. We understand that we are catching up, but we will get there to the point where you are proud of us, Yes, that's what I want to say.
Thank you.
That's a good idea. Thank you so much.
You got any response to that?
I'm from South Sudan, yes, and my name is Arwa.
Okay. Are both of you Muslim, or what's your religion?
No, I'm not Muslim. Actually, I don't go to church often, and I don't go to mosque often. I don't do anything, but I don't hate God. I think God is amazing for what He has done on earth, the way He created earth. Like, for instance, the way we have to drink water in order to live, and God created water.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to be too religious on the net. You know what I mean? I don't want to be too religious on the net. I just asked a simple question, and she got
Conversation like a free conversation.
yeah. It can't be two messiahs on the call. I'm the messiah. She can't be the messiahess.
So today what you gonna do here?
I'm just talking to my my Black Americans, families, brothers and sisters, giving them the good news, the good gospel this morning.
Yeah, that's good. You have a free time.
Yeah, well, I'm live this time every morning, my guy. every
Oh my
morning.
God. What time is it in your country right now?
It's 5 a.m. right now, and it's 5.
Morning?
Yeah, in the morning. Well, 6 a.m. now. 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But anyway, so what else on your mind before I continue with the good news I got?
Sorry?
So is anything else you would like them to know? Because I got to continue on with the show.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I move on?
No, nothing.
All right, so I'm gonna drop you back down and continue with the show. Thank you for calling in. Okay. Yeah, you know in the Bible it says there's a time for peace and a time for war. So you know what I'm saying? So tonight, or this morning, we try and get it in a little bit. Yeah, so it's only one Messiah on the call. I'm here to save people from their sins, their sinful ways against the lineage. They got to repent to their ancestors. And they could be, if they do right by us, they could be grafted in as a rider. You feel me? They could be grafted in as a rider if they do right. Oh, yeah. So let me get back. See that audio was too terrible to even play. So let me go ahead with it. Tether Kruger. Yeah. I heard. Okay, so let me play the video on Tasha K. So somebody was playing a video. The reason why I ain't play it because the guy was just talking so much during the video, like his breakdown wasn't really helping. So let me do the Tasha K thing. I didn't even watch it all. Like I started watching it this morning, like before I went live. Okay, so where is it? Right here.
Who are in the chat claiming they're FBA, telling her it's not a movement, it's a lineage. But she purposely ignored that and continued to call this a movement. And we're going to find out why. Check it out.
I said, because my kids are African. My children are African. My grandfather is Bahamian. Why?
Her grandfather is Bahamian. So that's definitely on one side. She didn't say anything about the other side. So, I mean, she's half FBA, half not. So she's still, FBA, but she's just mad because she's married to an African, but she's gonna go into it and we're gonna finally talk about it after she gets done. I'm not gonna stop it again. Just let her roll.
Why would I speak on the foundational Black American movement? That's not even my platform. But see, we have in our community, we have these groups, these subgroups, these leaders that just ordain themselves. And they come out here and they spew what y'all call knowledge to empower Black people and foundational Black Americans to help aid us into being a better version of knowing ourselves, knowing that we're Hebrew. Even though your lineage could come from South Africa or Liberia, or hell, your lineage may come from Jamaica, may come from Latin America. You don't damn know. But I feel like that's where we go wrong as a people, is always looking up to somebody and wanting to be like somebody else. And a lot of us don't get to know our best selves because there's a version of somebody else that we want to be. And so to the gentleman that asked me about that, and to the woman who said this, let me let you hear what she said, and then I'm gonna get into this young Pharaoh stuff, because this is a good segue into the young Pharaoh topic real quick. Let me pull it up. You don't have the video, Jasmine. Don't you worry. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna pull it up because I just couldn't believe the audacity. And I said, you know what? At first, I wasn't gonna cover these topics, but I said, no, I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna cover it. I sure am. I have
Do
to.
you,
Because y'all
boo?
got me fucked up out here. Oh,
Okay.
No, you just fucked up. You really just fucked up. And the FBA YouTubers and, you know, everybody, she's about to.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Tasha K, look, you are known as a messy content creator, right? Okay, and then everybody has their limitations, how far you can go. So, and you know what? Some people like to challenge their limitations. Sometimes a tether want to see how far they can go before they get checked. So she said she's Bahamian. So there you go. Tasha K, you are a tether. So somebody should have asked her not about FBA. Somebody should have asked her about her tether background.
Go viral because they about to get on her ass. And yeah, check, just check her own words, what she said. Because I was a Tasha K fan. I liked her and everything, but you're not going to.
And it's a grown man saying he likes Tasha K. Like, yo, what type of, you can tell he's sassy as hell. Like, what, listen, if you're a grown man and you watch Tasha K or like women like that just gossip all day long and expose, like, dude, I don't know what type of man you are. Like that's something women are into. Like, we're more into debates, like my spaces, Tariq spaces. Men are more into debates, intellectual conversation. We're not really into the whole gossiping thing. Hey, guess what happened? We like to have dialogues and things like that. Like, our inner circles are different from women. But if a dude is a fan of Wendy Williams and Tasha K and all these gossiper women, dude, I don't know, man. You might be a potential Roland Martin.
It's something that I'm not proud of. I'm proud of because I educate myself. Is what I do. Hold on for a second. Hold on, y'all.
I want to forward, but I
I
don't
know
want
she
to
ain't take it down. Hold on, give me a second, Jasmine. Go to commercial real quick. Go to commercial. We'll be right back, and I'll be ready for you. Let's go. Hold on.
www.tashaklive.com.
All right, before the break, if you're just not getting here, thank you, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. We were talking about Megan Thee Stallion and her having to go to court, but instead she's going to drop ass pictures, to try to, distract us. We were definitely talking about, who else, Jasmine, were we talking about? Because, Michael B. Jordan, Lotto, all of that, okay? So you'll just have to wait till the replay to watch the show. Now, real quick, because I got something on my mind, my skin I'm kind of boiling inside a little bit because I was asked about what I thought about, I guess, foundational Black Americans in their movement. And I know that there's a subgroup of this, and I do know my name gets brought up a lot, when it comes to this. What does Tasha stand for? Who does she look up to? Who is her God? Is what I get, okay? And so when Charleston Whitehead brought up that a lot of our little girls should look up to a Clarissa and want to be a Clarissa, I have to respectfully disagree, because that's why a lot of our young girls are lost now, because they don't know themselves and too busy trying to follow everyone else. And so when I was on TikTok Live the other day.
Yeah, I mean, Tasha K, listen, stick to exposing and, get messy. Like, if you come to her for advice, life advice, yeah, you're wilding.
And I was asked about FBA and what I thought about it. And I said, I can't talk about that, because that would be me talking against my own kids, me talking against my grandfather, my family.
How? If you're not FBA, then you must be obviously not FBA. I don't understand. I mean, aren't you half FBA? So your grandfather, like, I'm confused. But let's go.
But here's the response, because they were trying to set me up. But here's their response to me not answering the question. And then I'm a respond to this, okay? So here we go. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning.
Now, I wondered this for myself.
Hold on. Damn it. Why does she have Erykah Badu in the background? Okay. I ain't gonna play it.
All right, so
So here's the thing.
Black America?
They called my husband an African booty scratcher.
Yes, and
they said that I cannot speak on the foundational Black American movement because I'm married to a booty scratcher.
Damn.
Which they're entitled to their opinion. That's fine. That's totally
fine.
A
booty scratcher?
But here's what I think about the FBA movement and any other movement that has to do with young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Dr. Umar Johnson, all of these movements that y'all look up to, all these men, okay, that I guess guide you to help elevate your consciousness in these movies. Even Tariq Nasheed, ain't his wife like half white or something? Ain't Tariq Nasheed wife like half white? But here's what I would say about the FBA movement. It's no different than the KKK. Meant to divide, meant to separate you, to isolate you, to have you looking at other races that look like you.
The lookalike, not the lookalike doctrine.
And hating them for no reason. That is the same foundation and principles that the Ku Klux Klan build themselves on, which is protecting their whiteness, their pure.
This is the problem when you end up dating an African booty scratcher. This is the problem when you're a mulatto, when you have something else. A lot of them end up turning against the lineage. That's why a lot of them can't be trusted. If you have a significant other and your significant other is an African booty scratcher, or you're some type of mulatto, you really can't be trusted. We don't want to see you guys in any leadership roles because you'll crash out like this over your pathness or your significant other.
Not knowing that they are not pure, it's a lie. And I don't get involved in these types of conversations because
you sound crazy. So now this woman clearly doesn't know what a foundation Black American is.
It's ridiculous. And it's very unintelligent to talk about, to even speak on, that I would deny my own children, my own grandfather, my own mother, just to protect what? A movement? Y'all don't put food on my plate? Y'all don't pay none of my bills?
She mad.
Y'all sitting in living rooms with bonnets on, causing division because you angry, trying to be accepted no different than a gang on gang crime when you got them little boys in Chicago or any other city taking each other out over what? Just because you look different, you said something, now we got adults actually doing this, which leads me to young Pharaoh. Because
are you trying to kick knowledge, Tasha K? Is Tasha K trying to kick knowledge? Oh my God. Stick to gossiping, Tasha K. You sound like you're all over the place. Stop trying to kick knowledge. Okay?
A lot of people.
So she's done because she's gonna segue into young Pharaoh, but so obviously she's not.
All right, yeah. So Tasha K, listen, stop trying to kick knowledge. Like that's all I gotta say about that. Tasha K, kicking knowledge ain't what you do. Stick to gossiping, exposing, and the things you're good at. Everybody has a lane, Tasha K, and apparently you chose the sloppy, messy lane. You dig? I didn't. I chose the education lane. And yeah, you should stay right where you're at with the expose and sloppiness, because that kicking knowledge, that didn't go well. Like, you sounded so crazy just now. All right, so let me do this.
I'm not doing that with you. All right. Let's see. Let's get those hands up. Let's get some real people up in here.
Be growing our own garden.
You're not really hiding anything. All right. That's my thing.
Wait, so Tariq had a good message. I'm trying to find it. Right here. I think it's right here.
Now, was it hop on here? We so damn powerless, you ain't going to Somalia for no clout. You ain't going home. You fighting, kicking, and screaming, doing everything you can to stop going to your damn homeland. You go to our home states and our home cities. You run down there. Yeah, we got some power. Conscious Black. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Mr. Nasheed, how's it going?
I'm good, Conscious. Now, you're in the UK and you're from Nigeria, sounds like, right?
No, my friend. I'm South African, South African.
South African. Okay. Are you still in South Africa?
Yeah, yeah.
Why you got like? Why you sound like a little British accent? Why you sound like you got a British accent?
No, I'm not British at all.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Nasheed, first of all, I'm not here to argue or fight with you.
All right. Of course you're not.
Firstly, I just want to thank you, for like the Hidden Colors series.
Yes.
Gave me so much light.
Yes.
You guys did such a great job, man. Like for one, most of us, I would say, when I say us, Africa, even South Africa, we don't know the history that you guys uncovered. And I was so blown away that, like, I was actually surprised that you're on TikTok and I can join your TikTok. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, man, I just want to thank you for that. And I really,
Thank you so much, brother. Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
I knew that was
gonna
coming.
take a minute. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Oh, Lord. Boy, that just perturbs me. When the tethers hop on to us talking about we ain't got no power, then why the hell are you in our damn faces all the time? Why, when the ankle monitors get strapped on, y'all come running to us and crying to us? What the hell are you talking about? Man. Oh, shout out to everybody in here. Y'all hit those. Can y'all hit the screen, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Y'all hit the screen, ladies and gentlemen, hit the screen. Hit that screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that screen popping. All right. Let's get the screen popping. Blueski, hop on in, Blueski. Blueski, are you Haitian? You're throwing up a Haitian flag. Blueski. Mr. Blueski, hop on in, sir.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Blueski? You Haitian?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Now, who's a fraud?
Come on, man. You playing games on here, man. You playing games, man. We on to you, dog.
What's the game?
We know everything about you, man. You playing
Really?
games. Yeah, man.
What
Why
you know?
playing games, sir?
Okay, what's the fraud?
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna let you know everything. Hold on, give me 1 second.
No, sir. No. You just said some stuff in the chat.
But it's true though.
Okay,
You
what's
know you
true?
is. Come on, Baba. Lay down.
Okay. Are your cousins over there having a sleepover? What y'all doing?
No, my son. I got my own house, man. You tripping?
Okay, yeah, y'all
And I
got
was born here.
about, okay, y'all got 30, y'all got 30 niggas
Ain't
in
no
the house.
30. We stay one by myself.
No, you
Parkland,
don't.
Florida.
You're
Cut
in
it
there.
out. Check my page, man. This ain't one of the ones you think you could come over here and talk crazy to.
Yes, I
Nah.
can. Yes,
No,
I
you
can.
can't. No,
I'm
you
talking
can't.
crazy to
This
you
ain't,
now.
This ain't me. This ain't the ones you think you could
You
run
ain't
over,
shit.
bro, man.
You
Man,
ain't
man,
shit.
You ain't shit.
Blue, you ain't shit, but a
You
musty
ain't
tether.
shit. I really live this life, my boy.
No, you
This
don't.
ain't
You
no,
live.
man, I really live this life, man.
You
This
live
ain't
the
nothing
fleeing.
fake about me, man.
Man,
Ain't nothing fake about me.
you live the fleeing life, sir. You don't get to yell over me, you little musty flip flop having tether. You ain't running nothing. Who you think you talking to? Refugee? Yeah, you're not going to say stuff in the chat room, and now you can't stand on no business.
I can stand on every business.
No, you
Every
can't.
business.
No, you can't.
Come on, man. No, I
stand.
can't.
No, you
Man, y'all
stand
pick
on.
and choose who y'all want.
Sir, you stand on dirt cookie batter. That's what you stand on, sir. All right. Now, why are you so upset with us? Now, stop being a biatch and talk like you got some sense. Why y'all so
upset with
mad with us?
nobody. You the one who started this FBA shit. I ain't upset with nobody.
Dude,
I live.
Dude, I didn't start anything. I acknowledge what's already there, sir, and you just mad because you can't cosplay,
Why would I
right?
be mad about something?
Because you can't cosplay as a foundational Black American, right?
Like, hey, I need you to really check me out, man. Like, I could really. Hey, hold on 1 second.
Dude, just start talking. I don't know what you're doing, sir. Are you digging up some bush meat? What are you doing? Are you getting a fried cat sandwich? What are you doing? Okay, he left. He left. I didn't get him out of here. Yeah, sir. Tethers just be saying shit. He probably had to go deliver some DoorDash. All right.
He forgot he had an order.
Man,
They calling like, yo, where my
Yeah, you're not gonna talk crazy at us. You're not gonna talk crazy to me.
That was his order calling up like, yo, where my Chipotle, bro? It's good, man. My lunch almost over, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that tether babble. Nobody's doing anything to you because we ain't. You started this FBA shit. Family, these people are mad because they can't cosplay. That's why they mad at me. They felt I done woke everybody up. They're mad at me because now people done stopped all the cosplaying. And now you being targeted. Now you can't blend in like you used to. That's where the anger is coming from, family. They can't hide no more. That's all this is about. That's why they can't articulate it. They just start throwing out projections. You're a scam, nigga. Okay, what's the scam? You know. Okay, what you tell me. What did I scam? You know what you scam, nigga. You're just saying shit. You're just saying stuff. All right? They ain't got no argument. They ain't got no argument, ladies and gentlemen. Right, somebody hit it on the money. You can change your name. You can't change your lineage. Yeah, I didn't start anything. I just properly identified our lineage. I properly identified our lineage, and that's whooping ass out here. That's tearing everybody up. You know what it is, family? We done made a power move, and folks are not used to us, foundational Black Americans, exerting power. Everybody hit the hearts, because we're going to get deep. Can we get deep for a minute? If y'all want me to get deep, throw some gifts up here and hit the damn hearts. Hit the screen and let's get some hearts and throw some gifts up. I think it's time to get deep, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time to get deep. Can we get some gifts up in here? Tap the screen, please. Tap the screen. Let's get 500,000 hearts in the next 5 minutes. We can do that. All you got to do is just tap the screen. Tap the screen. Let's get 500,000 hearts in 5 minutes. Family, y'all know what a lot of this anger is. These people were not expecting us to exert power. And family, let me say this too. Foundational Black American family, stop being afraid to exert power. So we got to stop being afraid of power, because what we're seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is foundational Black Americans utilizing power. There's a lot of us who are not used to exerting power. There's a lot of us who are scared of power. We got to get off that. See, people a lot of times confuse power with hatred. Sometimes people hear the word power, they immediately become uncomfortable. People think power means being hateful, meaning they think it's being oppressive, it's being unfair. No, that's a misunderstanding planted by the YT people. That's how they abuse power. Even our great foundational Black American elder, Dr. King, he defined power as the ability to achieve a purpose and bring about social, political, and economic change. He argued that there was nothing inherently wrong with power. The real question was how it was used. Power with morality, or power without morality, that's abuse, because that's what the white supremacists try to do. Morality without power, that becomes empty pleading. You see, they want us to be the moral people with no power. What we're doing is standing on morality business, and we're exerting power, which makes us very powerful because we're standing on power based on a true righteousness, based on us honoring our ancestors. So we're standing on righteous power, exerting righteous power. Like I said, notice how they keep trying to act like we're abusing them or I'm abusing. I'm not. I'm not doing anything to anybody. I'm not advocating doing anything harmful to anybody. I'm saying all of these people who told us we ain't got no culture and we this, we that, handle your damn business. Don't come to us to be your mules, because you're the one who told us that you got every goddamn thing popping and you're so great and you got a great homeland to go to. We're saying go ahead and exercise that. We're saying stop running your ass down to Selma and all of our ancestral FBA spaces to get clout since you told us you got things popping. You see? When we start delineating, we organize, and we start defending the integrity of our lineage, that is not hatred. We are not going to let you exploit our ancestors or our lineage. You see? We are defining our interests. We've named ourselves and we establish boundaries. We are not obligated to remain vague so that everybody else can be comfortable. Other groups identify their lineage, they protect their history, they advocate for their interests, they organize around their specific grievances. Foundational Black American delineation applies that same political and social seriousness to the descendants of the freedmen. You understand? Power is not mistreating anybody. Power is refusing to continue to mistreat ourselves. You understand? And see, for a long time, a lot of people, the fear of power was kind of placed in us. A lot of us were taught to be afraid of power. You see, because when we started to exert certain levels of power, we would get attacked by the dominant society. We would build cities and build progressive areas and spaces for ourselves, and it would get targeted immediately by the dominant society. They would use violence and terrorism. Let me watch my words. I love TikTok Shop. Let me watch my words. But they would try to harm us when we exerted certain levels of power. So a lot of us started to think, okay, well, power is something, we shouldn't show it. But then there's ways to exert power. See, the way we're doing it now, delineating based on our lineage and getting on code based on lineage, having a code that's lineage based, that's extremely powerful because it can't be attacked like that. And it can't be destroyed and it cannot be removed. They can't remove a code of conduct. That's what makes it powerful. What they can do is build a straw man and attack the straw man, which is what they do all the time. That's why they always try to act like, well, FBA is a group, nigga. That's a straw man argument. You claim our lineage is a group because, yeah, you can attack some damn bullshit group that don't exist. That's why that straw man argument does not affect delineation. Ain't no group. There is no group. There's no organization. There is no leader. That's why that shit don't work. Everybody's on code based on lineage. That's what makes it so powerful. That's why people are so damn frustrated. This is why they're so frustrated. Ain't that right? Matt Glorious. He's in here mad. He's in here fantasizing about getting pimped by a man. What's with you tethers? Y'all tethers always fantasizing about a dude pimping on you. Y'all picture yourself in some little kitten heels walking on a dirt track. But the thing is, family, delineation is powerful because it specifies and it creates accountability. See, delineation, man, this is shaking the table because it changes the conversation from like vague racial symbolism to specific historic accountability. See, when everything is just black, people can celebrate our culture while avoiding the debt that's owed to our lineage. They can consume our music, imitate our language, enter our institutions, and then start speaking over us politically. And then tell us identifying our own lineage is divisive. No, it ain't. Listen, delineation asks precise questions. Who built this country? From the ground up, from the very beginning? Who fought in every war in this country from the beginning to today? Who fought for all of the civil rights in this country that everybody benefit from? You see? Who's owed a specific repair for government sanctioned injuries? That's us. You see? And there's nothing wrong with identifying who the hell we are. There's nothing wrong with that, only us. You see? Let's be very, very clear. Power frightens a lot of people because with power, you got to be very, very, there's no excuses and you got to be responsible. When you start exerting power and learning how to get used to exerting power, Now you got to get serious about certain things. You got to get serious about institution building, networking. You can't be twerking all damn day. You can't be sitting up smoking and bullshitting and jiving all day. Now you got to start being responsible about certain things. You see? Now playtime is over. You see? Some people are afraid of that. So we got to be very, very real. Let's stop being afraid of power. The goal of power is not domination. The goal of power is really to have the capacity to protect your future. You see, you don't want to be intoxicated by power and then try to abuse power. That's not what we do. We're not trying to abuse anybody. The objective is to have enough collective strength so that we can protect our children, we can preserve our history, we can defend our political interest, and we can protect ourselves as a group, as an ethnic group. You understand? That's all that is. We've already shown that we can influence world culture. The next stage is showing and demonstrating that we can really convert cultural influence into global economic leverage. See, they don't want us to get on that level because they know we have the capacity to do that. And we don't have to apologize for becoming powerful. You understand? We don't have to apologize. Power is responsibility. Power is discipline. Power is memory. Power is organization. Power is the ability to make sure that our descendants inherit more than just our struggle. They inherit the institutions that we built from it. All right. Who's this Mac Glorious? Hold on, Mac Glorious. Who is Mac Glorious in here trolling? Mac Glorious, hold on, let me get him in here. Mac Glorious. All right, where'd he go? All right, this Mac Glorious person. Okay, there you go. Okay, Mac Glorious, hop on. Okay, he's whining like a woman. Okay, he feels like a woman. Okay. Mac, hop on, Mac. I mean, you just whining in here. You can't do nothing you whining about. Mac, go ahead, Mac. You want to come on, Mac? And I invited him up. Mac, hop on, Mac. Because he's very angry in the chat. Give me a little swig. Yeah, he ain't getting up. Okay, I invited Mac up. Mac Glorious up. He's not getting on. He's just in here whining. Yeah, he's scared to get up. Somebody said Mac Glory Hole. Yeah. Yeah, he's fleeing as usual. Yeah. That's what they do. All right. All right, let me get the family on in here. Let's get some, let me see. Let's get Worldwide. Let's get Worldwide in here. Worldwide, hop on in. Mr. Worldwide, hop on in, please. Worldwide Will. Your Worldwide Will, hop on in. Hop on in, brother. Okay, Will. Something's going on with your phone. Let me get HD Live in here. Let me get some more people. Raise your hand if you want to get up. Now, Wizard, hop on here. All right. Mr. Wizard.
What's up?
Now, what's going on, Wizard? You're Haitian?
No.
Where's your family from?
Africa.
What country?
Somalia.
Somalia. What tribe are you from in Somalia?
Does it matter?
Yeah, because you just made it up. Where's your family from, sir? For real?
I swear I'm from Somalia, dude.
Okay.
I was in America since I was like 3 years old. That's not a lie.
Okay, yeah, sound like you lying. The chat room said you're lying.
I'm 100% telling you the truth. How come you couldn't
tell the tribe right away? How come you couldn't tell the tribe?
I can tell you MJ, sure. Like the clan that I'm from is called MJ.
MJ?
Yes.
Well, now my brother Mikal is over there in that part of the world. Mikal, does this brother sound like he has a Somalian accent? Somebody said you might be Mexican.
I don't have an accent because I lived here for a long time.
And So you love? Okay, yeah. Now you just saying shit. So
I swear, that's no joke. You tend to lose your accent if you start to speak more English. That's no joke.
yeah. Excuse me. Now, what issue do you have with us delineating?
I don't have an issue. I do want to have a productive conversation if that's okay with you.
Right.
That's the only thing. I don't mind you. In my mindset, it makes me think it makes you look weak. That's my mindset. I could be proven wrong.
What makes what look weak?
You trying to, have a conversation towards. I don't know what you're doing with this whole narrative with ICE. Trying to have a conversation because it's really not about ICE targeting minorities. It's really about inhumane things happening towards individuals.
Okay, now let's slow down.
Minorities.
Let's slow down because you said it makes me look weak. What looks weak about me? I'm not doing anything to you.
So when you start to call people, okay, again, I know you may not care, but I don't even want to get into that. I'm going to be honest with you. I just want to ask you a question.
Okay, dude, why you? Okay, if you
No, yeah, you said it. No, you can't just say some stuff and back away. Can't throw rocks and hide your hands, my guy.
say something,
Stand on it.
I expect you to elaborate.
I can go into it.
I would like for you to
have
elaborate
an
on what you're
objective.
saying, sir.
I can elaborate. Sure.
Okay, because you're saying stuff, and when it's time to elaborate, you start stuttering and stammering, sir.
No, I'm not starting. I promise you. I'm hoping to get at least something out of this so it's productive because it's 2 a.m.
But listen, the thing is, you're trying to find ways to put your vitriol towards us because we're not doing anything.
I don't have any vitriol to you, man. Trust me, I do not hate you.
Y'all want to blame us. Why do y'all want to blame us
I
for
do not want to
everything
blame
so
you.
bad?
Ask me that.
Okay, so what's the problem? What's the problem? What are we doing that's looking weak? We ain't doing nothing to you.
No, you. I'm talking about you. Don't do that.
Okay,
Don't
me.
do that.
Okay, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing?
Yo, I understand you want to speak for the Black community, but at least I'm just talking to you directly right now.
Okay, me. What am I doing?
Hey, so, what's weak?
Because what are you doing?
Man, if you don't get it out.
Oh my God, you gotta let me speak.
I mean, we don't have all day,
let
sir.
Let me speak, please. I understand. What
okay,
are you
just
doing
get to the point. You're not. We can't sit here and listen to you stutter and stammer all night,
you
sir.
Can't be patient. Okay, if you can't be patient.
Hey, there's only so much patience. I've given you an opportunity to elaborate, and you're just literally all over the place. What did I do to you and other immigrants? Explain.
You haven't done anything to me. What is your objective towards you calling other people tethers, trying to delete?
That's an action thing. If you do something tetherish, we call you a tether. That's an action. You have to do something tetherish.
What is the objective?
Undermining. If
I
you do
understand what
something
that
to
is.
undermine us, right?
Okay, I understand. What is your objective, though? What do you gain from that?
To stop you from undermining us. Should we let people do things to undermine us?
But you are a minority. You're not the majority.
No. What are you saying? So we should no. Are you saying we shouldn't say or do anything about people who try to undermine us?
At least gain something from it, though. At least gain something from it.
So you say we shouldn't say nothing?
Pull down another person but you're pulling down another person that's already falling. Like that's the.
But if you're trying to undermine us, why should we be sympathetic towards you?
So you have you ever heard of other Black people putting other Black people down?
There is no such thing as other Black people. Okay, the only Black people are in America. We're foundational Black Americans. We're Native Black Americans. All you other folks, you're not Black. You're just whatever your flag say you are. Okay.
You're conscious. Hold on, conscious. What's up, brother?
How's it going?
Oh, hold on, conscious. I get you.
Okay, sorry. I just don't want to drop before we speak. So yeah.
Okay, I got you, conscious. Let me deal with this guy. All right, Wiz, you gotta get to the point because you're just really.
I am getting to the point. I am, but you just don't like the answer. You're never gonna like it. You're always gonna sit here. No,
you haven't given an answer because you haven't even given a right scenario. You're just kind of saying stuff, sir.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I told you that you're not gonna gain any objective from what you're trying to preach. There's no objective. It's just you go
What
online.
am I preaching?
This delineation. Calling people tether, trying to promote ICE.
Come
on.
What do you mean promote ICE? They're going to get you regardless, sir. We're not
Listen,
making it.
I'm a citizen. Don't worry about me.
Yes,
So
sir. Well, somebody in your family must be getting targeted or something like that.
90% of our community are citizens. Don't worry
Okay,
about
then why
us.
y'all so mad? Then if some
We're
of your people,
not. Why
you
do
clearly
you
are.
assume that every other immigrant is mad? They're not.
You
But we're
clearly
not.
are.
Listen, man, for someone who has very little power and are part of the minority, you really have a lot to talk about. It's
Okay,
insane.
if we're so powerless, why are y'all whining to us?
We're not. We're
You
not. No
are.
one is
You're
whining
literally
to you.
whining to
But
us right now.
you need to
Y'all been calling
understand.
up whining to us. If we're so damn powerless, go handle your business. Get ice off your ass.
Hey, you want to promote ICE? You can go ahead and do that. But then
Then why
don't
are
get
you
mad
whining
when
to
people
us,
come
sir?
to you.
If we
Don't
are
get
so
mad, though.
powerless, why are y'all constantly doing spaces and coming onto our spaces, whining to us?
No one's whining to you.
You are, sir. If we're so
I'm not.
powerless, why are your fellow
Why would I
Somalians?
whine to you?
No, listen to what I'm saying. If we're so powerless, why are your fellow Somalians, when they get caught scamming, running their asses down to the damn Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma?
Dude, you
Where
use
my
the
people are.
same spin narrative that the white man does so that they could go. You used what the president just said. You have no new tactic. You're unoriginal as they
You're not
come.
answering my question though. How come y'all taking them? Hold on, conscious. You gotta hold on, conscious. Hold on, conscious.
You literally just spit the same thing the president said. You're
Yeah,
unoriginal.
it don't matter.
Dude.
Why do you?
Yeah, because you're
them,
so unoriginal.
Why do you take them waterheads down to my people's homeland and beg for some damn justice? All right, you're
Oh my
ticklish tether.
God.
Okay, thank you, ticklish tether.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hey, go.
All right, get out of here, ticklish tether.
Oh my God, yo. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh my God. Yeah, these folks, yeah, you heard Tasha K. Okay. I gotta cook her a little later. But you heard Tasha K. Yeah, all of them, when they speak on us, all of them have to lie and pretend the FBA, the acronym, ADOS, Native Black American, Freedmen. This was all established to attack homeless, fleeing immigrants. And obviously this is being led by liberals. Like this narrative is being led by liberals. That our whole point for delineating was to attack immigrants, fleeing immigrants. Yeah, that narrative is so weak. Yeah. Oh, like that's the liberal spin to it. Like that's their counter action. Okay, damn, these FBA is delineating. They messed up us finessing the votes and blah blah blah, and we can't get them to be Africans no more. Damn, this FBA messed it up. Okay, so we're gonna pretend that FBA is something created to go against immigrants. We're gonna align these people up with the Trump administration. Like that's so corny. That's weak. So everybody who speaks on FBA now, Tasha K, whoever, whatever goofball, oh, you're spreading division. And that's why I say, man, date who you want. I ain't your leader. And if you're mulatto, you didn't control that. But this is the main reason why we don't want no mulatto and nobody dating outside the lineage in a serious leadership role. Because the mulattoes can any day wake up and choose the other side and have more allegiance to that as they do so often. And as you can see with people who date Africans and other people, they seem to lean that way. Like they're kind of like a mulatto. Like a mulatto is biologically something else, right? And a married person is like a spiritual mulatto, because because they'll say when you're married, they'll say your other half. Right. When you're a mulatto, you got the other half, right? And your other half, it may be foreign. And if you're married to a foreigner, you know, they say that your other half when you're married. So a married person and a mulatto kind of like the same. They both got a other half of them that could be foreign, and they both seem to, at some point, lean to the foreign side. And that is the that, was I able to make sense of that? When people are married, they'll say your other half, right? And they're referring to you like your husband or wife, right? They're referring to your husband or wife, and they'll say, "Hey, that's my other half," right? And when your other half have an allegiance towards a foreign power, sometimes that influences you to, go that way. And if you're actually mulatto, but you got a biological other half, obviously you got influence from relatives. You grew up half your life as that, like living that. I dig. So got to get on Tasha K a little later. But I am the Messiah for tethers. I'm here to save their souls before it's too late. Before it's too late to apologize. I'm trying to convince them to repent of their sinful ways, where they can seek righteousness and do right and do right. And by doing right, they can find themselves being the next contestant on The Price is Right now. Or by doing right, they could be grafted in as a writer. You dig? I got to name this new religion something. You dig? But I'm here to baptize tethers from their wicked ways. John 8:32. You should know the truth about our lineage. You should respect our ancestors. And that disclosure, that exposure should save you from your sinful ways, right? I'm here to save souls. I'm here to save tether souls. This is my mission. I'm like Paul in the Bible. Paul was sent to go after the worst people. Right. Okay. So I'm here to turn you from a tether to a rider. That's my mission. An angel talked to me in my sleep. Angel woke me up. I'm biased. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Dig? An angel told me about this mission. So I am the Messiah for tethers. Dig? So come over here and confess your sins. Tell us what you said. Tell us what you did against the lineage. Get it all out. You'll feel better. Yeah, and let us know where the rest of you are at that think like that. Feel me? Yeah, so Tasha K, like, listen, this would happen to a lot of like people on social media, the Myron Gaines. Like, what happens is they will pretend like they got 20 million live followers, right? Like they Kai Sonata or ISO Speed or somebody. Like they will pretend like they have that type of influence on like, yeah, you got a few people watching you, and it varies depending on your topic. So if Tasha K topic is more explosive than the other one, like for example, when she did the expose on Roland Martin, that went more viral than the expose on Sydney, the Sydney person. That didn't go nowhere. So she doesn't have like a loyal fan base. Her fan base tunes in depending on her subject. So, I mean, she's talking about when she said young Pharaoh name, I'm like, yeah, you must got nothing going on. Matter of fact, let's take a look. When she said young Pharaoh, I'm like, God, yeah, she must got nothing. Young Pharaoh been out the paint for like years. Hold on. She said young Pharaoh. Yeah, I gotta cook her. I gotta cook Tasha. So I thought she, was coming around when she exposed Roland Martin. So look, young Pharaoh. Oh, all right, so let me unsubscribe. Like I subscribed to show her support once she exposed Roland Martin. Like I never really watch her content because I'm not a gossiper. I don't care about, oh, you heard she about him? Look what she wearing, girl. Oh my God, she got this on and I had that on first, and I don't care about stuff like that. Okay. So here we are. So young Pharaoh, Michael B, 75K, and then Beyonce, 100, like more than double came for the Beyonce mess. And then we got the Sydney Star. That's the one. Sydney Star, she look, Sydney Star had, I wasn't lying. Sydney Star got 139 views, but Roland Martin got 258,000. So like when you see views like this, family, that goes up and down based on the name of the content, that means you don't have a fan base. And then it's back to 105. It just 95. It just up and down, up and down, up and down, depending on how catchy the title is. She don't have a real fan base. Hey, yo, she should be able to go live, and the video is just called Tasha K Live. So and so August 11th. Tasha K Live August 12th. If you want to challenge your fan base, if you want to know where you're at, how much influence you got over your listeners, come up with a generic title and see how many people show up. Nothing catchy, and that's your fan base. That's a free tip for content creators. If you want to know how strong your fan base is, how strong your supporter base is, come up with Unbiased Ron Live. Part 1, part 2. Whoever shows up, that's your real support base. You dig? When you watch people like Star, like the people come up, Like even academics, he a tether, but whatever his topic is, it's pretty much the same number. And then it grows. The number grows if it's a hot, catchy topic. You dig? Then his fan base grows. But when academics is live, he's pretty much 3.5. When Black Alpha go live, same number. When Black Authority go live, same number. It's the same people. Like Tarina She go live, well, he be doing his premieres. It's just almost the same number, 1.4K to whatever. That's your support base. But when your support base goes from, let's say, 300 live viewers to like 3,000 and then to 800, yeah, that means people are just there for the topic. You made a catchy topic, right? Congratulations. But if you sell something, or if you're trying to get donations or trying to come up with some money, ain't nobody gonna give you $1, because this ain't your real fan base. They're here, or your support base. They're here just for the messiness. You dig? She ain't got no real fan base. And that's why when she do her Tasha K Live, nobody goes to her website. But nobody goes to that janky website. Yeah, you're not that big. Oh, my website. Oh, yeah, it's free. She said, it's not free. It costs. Yeah. We know that. So she got all these views on YouTube. Believe me. She had 258,000 views with Roland Martin. Believe me, if she had 258,000, if she had the similar views as on YouTube as her website, she would not be on YouTube as much. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, because her website charges. All right, family, I gotta wrap it up. You see what time it is? I catch y'all at 3:30 p.m. I think, because I don't want to get her at 3:30 p.m. I want to get her where I'm like comfortable. I'm sitting down. I don't want to cook her while I'm driving, unless I'm gonna try to find her original video. Maybe I will cook her at 3:30. 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm back live. TikTok. Follow, tune in, YouTube. You already know what it is. Big. Okay. And we out. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna just damn. Because I want to cook on some tethers at 3:30. Well, I guess I can address Tasha K. But I want the full video. Without the guy talking. You dig? All right, family. Yeah, so I just uploaded some videos, by the way. While I was live just now, upload some videos where I was talking to tethers. Some of them cosplaying as us, as Foundation Black Americans, and a lot of other tethers cosplaying as Arawak Indians. Don't forget that the latest cosplaying scam is to say you're Indian, indigenous, or aborigine. So these are the words they're using now. These are people who don't have the same lineage as us. These are the words they're using to backdoor. Because when people say they're Indian, indigenous, or aborigine, somehow we like drop our guard and we don't ask them about their lineage any further. So don't fall for that trick. When somebody say that they're Indian, aborigine, or indigenous, automatically assume they're tether and have them prove they're not a tether. Oh, good luck. Thank you.
All right.
Hell yeah. Oh, you got the cherry plum ones.